Howdy, howdy, green team. So excited to be hanging out with you today. Today, I'm going to be telling you about all the cool stuff that we have going on in our 2021 Earth Week Summit. And this is our third year of doing a virtual summit. And it's a little bit different this year. We've got so many fun things to tell you about that I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and dive in and let you know what all we have going. So let's see here. All right. So if you just go to earthweeksummit.com, this is where you can get started. Officially, our summit goes April 17th to 24th, but we have so many partners that we really have something going every single day. So I'll tell you more about that as we get going. So yeah, so excited about this. So we put together our top 10 reasons for joining the summit. It's free, it's online, so that means anyone in the world can join us, any age, any interest. We have our 1,000 tree challenge. I'll be telling you more. Live workshops, happy hours, Earth Month pop-up group. We have sponsorship of opportunities and others who are promoting their April events. And we have opportunities for volunteers, and it is a way to take action for climate justice. So yeah, so when you sign up, it's free. And let's see, what am I going to do here? I think I will start with our schedule. That would be a good place. And this also, as I thought I would do this with you, so you'll know how to find everything when you look back a bit later. So our schedule, our featured online events, we start with our kickoff on Saturday, April 17th. And this is kind of fun because this is our first workshop, is this idea of how can you make something happen in 90 days? You know, there's so many of us that have been part of the environmental movement for a long time and feeling inadequate, like we're not really making a difference. But once we figured out this 90-day approach, then everybody that's tried it has hopped in and really made a big impact fast. So we're going to be talking about that, and I'm going to be telling you about the folks that joined our 2020 challenge and what they've been able to do in their first 90 days, and then highlight a few of what they've done in their next 90 days. So that's going to be a fun way to start. And then we're going to have our happy hour. And so that's where you'll be able to jump in and connect with people from around the world and start talking with folks. So that's April 17th. And the countdowns here will show you kind of how far it is, so you'll know for your time zone. On our Earth Day featured guest is so exciting. We have 3 different speakers. We have, or 3 different sessions in that workshop. The first one is Mike Nelson and Dr. Peter Tons. They recently put out a book called World's Littlest Climate Book, 10 Facts in 10 Minutes About CO2. And so Mike Nelson is our TV Denver 7 channel chief meteorologist that a lot of us here in Denver have kind of grown up with. And then Peter Tons is a senior climate scientist at NOAA. So that's going to be fun, hearing about their passion, why they did it, what they're hoping to get people understanding. Next is Shayna Oliver. She's an Indigenous mom and activist. She does a lot around air pollution with Mom's Clean Air Force, so we'll hear her story. And then next up is Sarita Parikh, and she's going to be telling the story about how she and her niece and nephew, when they were 8 and 10 years old, when the niece and nephew were 8 and 10, they started this business, and why they did it, and why it's important to use natural body products, and how it can transform people's lives when you have some kind of a physical ailment, that the products might be making that happen, which is what they found for themselves. Okay, All right, so then Saturday, April 24th is our Passion to Action 2021. We're going to be talking about the 2021 International Climate Action Challenge. And this is really a cool thing that we're doing. It kicks off August 18th. So you get to hear all about that, as well as some of the teams that have already signed up. This includes the Youth Power We Can team, as well as a team from Dominica. So that is going to be fun to hear what that is. And then we have a meet and greet, and that's only for the people that have signed up for the 2021 challenge. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, then you can as well. You can do our quick start training for the 2021 challenge so that you can sign up and get in on our Saturday, April 24th event. So there's a lot of different ways that we're presenting the information here, because one of the things that we've done is we've partnered with over 60 organizations. I'm so excited about this, and we'll look at those organizations in a moment. But you can see on this calendar, so if you want to save the events to your calendar in your time zone, this is a nice way to do it. So if you want to get in on the Denver Public Schools Sustainability and Garden Forum, then you can just click that link and copy it to your calendar. And that way it'll add it in your time zone. And then when you're done, you just click it again and go on to the next one. So you can see here that we have online events, like the Youth Sustainability Board, their virtual scavenger hunt you can participate in. And the ones that are in green are in Denver, and they're in person. So if you've been looking for something to do in Denver, you want to volunteer doing tree planting, then you can do that with Treeplenish and some of the schools in Denver. And you'll see in this kind of reddish burgundy, I'm not sure what color that is, these are our Green Team Academy events. But then the rest are all of our partner events. So everything from New Horizons and Conservation, the Alliance Center's Earth Week celebration, Indigenous Wisdom with Michael Alcazar. This is Sacred Earth Ministry, has a morning, a sunrise, and a sunset ritual. The sunrise one is online, the sunset one is in person. Sargassum Podcast, Climate Music Project, the Golden Earth Week Virtual Festival. Gosh, there's just so much happening. And plus, we're also partnering with earthday.org, which you may know as the Earth Day Network. And so they have a bunch of things going on the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. So you can find out about all of those. Let's see, I'm going to be doing a radio interview with Beverly Grant on April 21st and April 28th. So those will be fun on KGNU. Let's see, what else do we have here? The For Earth, this does ads for nonprofits, and they have a platform launch. So that's kind of a neat, it's a paradigm shift instead of Facebook ads. So that's a neat one to check out as well. Garden to Table is a fundraiser and a dinner conversation that you can either do virtual or get dinner specials if you're in the Boulder area for this Every Child in a Garden idea. And R&D, they fund early stage research. They have an Earth Day movie screening and discussion. And then on the 23rd, Hugo Farms is doing the Soil Health 101. And Spaceship Earth is doing music, multimedia presentation, What Can I Do? That's Lori Dameron. I forgot to mention, so Climate Music Project, Play for the Planet. What climate music does is, as you might guess, takes the data from climate science and different people put it into compositions as a way for people to understand what is going on with the climate, to make it understandable and make it into an urgent call for action. So that's a neat thing. Saturday, April 24th, we have that's our next workshop, but also Ladybug Love with Natural Grocers. And there are some in-person events on that day, including Children's Day in Aurora and a clean up Sanderson Gulch for youth in Denver. The National Foundation for Business Women of Colorado has an Earth Summit. And the Alliance Center has their Healing with Nature program. Oh, I think I missed that. That was on the 22nd. Oh, yeah, there it is. And there's also Paul Kreischer has a TV special called Heart of a Building that's going on April 24th and 25th on Rocky Mountain PBS. Sargassum Podcast, this is one of our challengers. Franziska Elmer, they have a new episode coming out every Monday. And then on Tuesday, April 27th, our next podcast is with Doug Goodfeather. And he's got a new book out called Think Indigenous. I'm so excited about that one. The Wild Ones Front Range have a online event called The Advantages of Passive Rainwater Harvesting Earthworks. So that will be neat. And then our Youth Power Weekend, what youth can do about climate, and another interview with Beverly. And then on April 29th, Denver CASR has a Climate Protection Fund info session. So this is kind of a neat thing that they have money available for people to do climate projects in the Denver area. So that'll be a good one to do. There's another event there we're going to be adding, that's the Women in Sustainability, also on Thursday, the April 29th. Let's see. And so I forgot to mention about our Earth Month pop-up, City Nature Challenge, mulch giveaway for Denver, the USGBC Commercial Real Estate Forum, and then there's some pollinator plant swaps in the Denver area. So yeah, let me get back to mentioning about our Earth Month pop-up group. So once you register, one of the cool things, you know how it is when you go to a conference, and a lot of times it's the people that you bump into in the hallways that is the most valuable thing from that whole conference. Well, we wanted to make sure that you had the ability to do that. So you can jump in. So after you get registered, you'll be able to jump in here and join, and you can say hi to all the different members. You can come in here, introduce yourself. You can get into the different groups that we have, arts and music. You can meet our summit partners, our challengers, talk about forestry or ocean conservation or whatever it is that you want. So this is a very fun part of our whole program, is this Earth Month pop-up group. All right, and that goes between now and April 30th. So I hope that you will do that. And let's see, I also wanted you to be able to meet our partners. Oh, and I want to tell you about our 1,000 Tree Challenge too. So I'll do that next, because our theme this year is teams and trees. So our partners, we have over 60 partners who have stepped up. First, our sponsors, the Right Architect, Denver Climate Action, Sustainability and Resilience, and Denver Recycles have helped us with funding. And the rest of our partners are out there promoting our Earth Week Summit, and we're doing this cross-promoting, just like bees and everything do cross-pollinating. That's what we're doing, helping each other spread the word. So when you go to this Meet Our Partners page, you'll be able to see all of our cool partners. And like, here's one, Audere Design, and she's offering websites for the planet. So if you have a nonprofit and you want a website, then they have a special running where you are able to apply for that. You'll see on a lot of the other ones, we've included the events that they have coming up. So it's a way to kind of cross-reference. For example, Denver Permaculture Guild is hosting the Indigenous Wisdom Talk with Michael Alcazar, so you can find that here as well. So just a few different ways to do this. And we're pretty excited because a lot of these are our challengers from our 2020 challenge, like the Fundación Coro Col is Claudia and Elia, and Team Great is Sheila DeForest with their Golden Earth Week. Green Actioneers, that's one of our mentors for the challenge last year. So you'll just get to cruise through here and see all the different folks and what they're doing, on all the cool people that you'll be able to find by signing up for the Earth Week Summit and then talking to them in the Earth Month pop-up group. Because we really want you to be able to celebrate and collaborate and start making things happen right now. There's no reason that you can't make an impact right now. There's the pandemic, none of that is going to stop us from making an impact. So find out who's doing what, find them in the Earth Month pop up group. And okay, so now let's get back to, so there's all of our folks, is our 1000 tree challenge. And we are super excited about this because what I've been thinking about is how do we help people take action for climate justice? And that's how we came up with this Books and Trees bundle. So once you sign up, you're going to have an offer to get the Books and Trees bundle for $29, or if you buy it later, you could do it for $39. Either way, it's a great value. So we're at 240 trees right now. I think we just got 20 more. So maybe we're at 260 trees right now. And the idea is that when you sign up, you're going to get the Climate Action Challenge book and workbook, and you're going to be funding, we're going to be sending $20 on your behalf to the Mabinju Powerhouse Youth Group in Kenya. And so let me break down both of those. So the first one is that so many people feel helpless, they don't know how to make a difference. And this Climate Action Challenge book and workbook can change all that for you. So if you're, to date, if what you've been doing is focusing on your own recycling habits or trying to get stuff going, but without success, then get the dang book and workbook and figure out the strategies that I've learned and learned from talking to hundreds of teams around the world, how to make an impact quickly. That's what we're all about. So get the book, start making an impact in your community, because if you're like me and you're in somewhere like the US, our impact is much greater than others around the world. So we need to definitely make changes right here in our own communities where we live. So the second part of that, this climate justice equation, is that people in countries that have contributed the least are often suffering more of those environmental issues, the climate change and different environmental degradation. So one way that we can support our brothers and sisters around the world is to invest. And so we chose the Mabinju Powerhouse Youth Group this time because they were one of our teams that came on, and in 90 days they planted 30,000 trees. So we are so excited to be able to support them. They have a really simple model, a very elegant model, where what they do is they grow their own trees from seeds, their own seedlings, and then they just go out and meet with people. They meet with youth, they meet with schools, they meet with widows, and they teach them about the beauty and the benefits of planting trees. And they go out there and they plant the trees alongside them. So that's our Books and Trees bundle. We would really appreciate it if you invest in that and take action for climate justice. Tell your friends about it. And, if you have somebody that's getting married or having a baby, like, what a cool thing to plant 20 trees on their behalf. All right. And the other thing that I want to mention is that if you are excited about all this stuff, then we have a way that you can get all the workshops from this year's summit plus the previous year's summit all in one place. And if you sign up right after you register, it's going to be $39. Or if you do it before the summit starts, which if you do it through Friday, it'll be $59. But whenever you do it, it's really cool because you're going to get the workshops that it's actually 3 workshops that we're doing this time. Plus, so you're going to get that talk with Mike Nelson and with Shayna Oliver and with Sarita Parikh. But you're also going to get our previous ones where we interviewed people we have a total of about 23 or 24 talks that we did And you can see as you go down here, we interviewed everybody from Dr. Thomas Rashad Easley, who does hip hop forestry, to Nancy Bristow, the author of American Pandemic, Renee Millard Chacon, the Indigenous Women's Panel. I mean, just incredible resources here. And this is how I learn what makes a difference, is by talking with these folks who are experts or community leaders who have stepped up and made a change. So, Beverly Grant with Mo Better Green Marketplace, Brad Allen Rubendale with So All May Eat Cafe, so many folks here that it's just a wealth of learning. So that's one more thing that you are able to do as part of the summit. All right, so I think that is it. And hi, Claudia. So nice that you are joining us here. And yeah, Claudia is one of the challengers from our 2020 International Climate Action Challenge, and she went on to launch that Fundación Coral Coal. They are based in Colombia and helping people understand the connection between waste, plastics, and ocean health. And yeah, and that's the thing, is that anybody that has an idea of something that could be done, this is the answer, is that yes, those ideas are great, and you are the one to do it. So we can't have enough people, we can't have too many people out there working on these projects in their communities, reaching out to youth and to their elders and people from all different walks of life about all different topics, and really helping people feel empowered to make that difference and to be the change. All right, so that is it for our Earth Week Summit preview. So remember, just head over to earthweeksummit.com. Okay, Robert just made it. Awesome. But yeah, we have so many different folks that are out there. I think Robert is involved with the Educate Global. That's one of our partners as well. And so there's so many cool people doing so many neat things that you can just sign up, hop into that Earth Month pop-up group, start making connections, telling people what you're doing, collaborating, and then join us for all the different sessions that we have waiting for you. All right, so thank you everybody for listening today. Can't wait to see you, to collaborate with you. And remember, the time for action is now, because there is no planet B. See you soon. Bye.